What is up, nerds and nerdettes? My name is Nafs, and I am here today with my friend, MechaDom. Say hello, my friend.
Fuck off.
Fuck you too. And today, if the title of this video isn't self-explanatory enough, we are going through this season, which is the winter season of 2019, of the animes and whatnot, stuff like that.
Yeah. In other words, if you didn't watch the old Otaku Blaze stuff that we used to do like this, you're not missing much.
Yeah, I mean, that channel died like a month after I joined the group.
Yep.
I think I did one thing with you guys, so apparently I know how to kill stuff easily. If only that skill went into games.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into this. So also, by the way, we are currently looking at stuff on Anime Chart, whatever the fuck it's called. And I have only kind of looked through a few of the trailers, PVs, and kind of gone through stuff. Read through a few things of that, so otherwise I have no idea what the fuck is coming out this season. Anyway, first up, we have got 3D Konojo Real Girl 2, which just seems to be the second season of a old series that came out a while ago, maybe. Yeah, it doesn't look all that interesting, and I don't really care about it.
It usually does with they don't give that much information.
Well, you kind of have to go back to the first season to really get anything about it.
Pretty much.
But the other one is, the next one is 5 Toban no Haneyume. This one, it looks kind of meh. It honestly looks like the setup of a hentai, because the main premise is a guy that's really bored and he finds himself with a tutoring job. But it's for 5, is it quintuplets? Is that 4? Octuplets?
Quintuplets is 5.
Okay, it's octuplets then. There are at least 4 sisters who are all failing class. And so he has to, manage to get them to at least pass their grades while they're all failing and they're all apparently troublemakers.
That's quadtuplets if it's 4. Quintuplets is 5.
Yep. I thought I said that afterwards, but if not, then fuck. But yeah, they all seem to hate studying, and it honestly, wait, no, it's 5, it's Quinn. It's 5 sisters, my mistake.
Yeah.
Which makes sense of the 5 at the start.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Personally, not sure. All I know is you can tell they're all related.
Well, yeah, they're all 5 sisters.
Just by looking at that they're almost all redheads.
Oh, no, you got the orange hair and the pink hair. It looks...
Almost shades of red, though.
It looks like it's going to be kind of trashy-ish. The style looks alright, but eh. I guess moving along, the next one is the second season of B Project, which it just looks like a male idol show. I couldn't be fucked going back to have a look at what the first season was all about. And continuing on with the second season, we've got Banji Dream, the second season, which I also haven't seen the first season of, because it looked like it had terrible CG, and I couldn't be fucked, because I took like a year hiatus of anime. So, the next one looked really dumb, and it looks absolutely awful, because it looks like it's done in the really, old moe style, with, the really big eyes, which are kind of droopy, and not crudely drawn, but they're not like the modern day round sort of look. But, that is, Bermuda Triangle Colorful, Pastorals? Pastoral, there we go. I can't read. Which supposedly is a It's like mermaid idols, it seems to be. Yeah, it's just mermaid idols. Which, if you like idol shows and you like the style of it, it probably would work out for you, but I don't think I'll be watching it this season. If I watch anything this season. And I'm assuming you're on the same boat, and you'll probably be...
Pretty much.
I assume you probably won't be watching most of anything on here. If anything on here.
Well, you don't know. You never know unless you find out, do you?
The next one, which actually looked kinda cool and kind of edgy, fucking edgelord madhouse, is, Boogie Pop Wada Wanai. Boogie Pop Wada Wanai? Close enough. It just seems to be like about an urban legend of a angel of death that can supposedly give people the sweet release from their pain and suffering. And the legends seem to be real. And as we just found out, talking to Dom before, the main angel of death, the voice actress, is done by the same one that did the little sister from Silent Voice. So they know how to pull off that feel of absolute lack of emotion perfectly.
Although, what I want to know is, if you're an angel of death, why would you call yourself Boogie Pop? So,
Boogie.
Honestly, you would have used a better name than that.
To be fair, it probably wasn't them that gave themselves the name. It would have been like the old folks being like, oh no, it's Oogie Boogie Pop. And then they just lost the Oogie at the start of it. I don't know. It looks kind of cool. It looks edgy as fuck, which goes into the nice trend of really dark looking shows. And they also had Myth and Raid. They had like a really nice, like good band to do the music for the PV of this, who I absolutely love, and so I'm already biased toward this show. I can't help it. Fuck you. What's next? Circlet Princess. The game follows fictional... Oh yeah, this one. It's like some girls that have like an online team, some esports thing. Can't fucking remember what the hell it's about. Let's go have a look. Oh god, that's loud. Okay, it just looks like it's some random high school esports series where they just get into combat. So it's probably just the same sort of concept as like most magical high school series where they have to fight against each other in random combat, but they do this one online, so that's how they managed to make it, where it's like, oh no, we're not a magic show. We are, but you don't have to know that. That's what?
I said just one thing. How long till we get Fortnite the anime?
No, please, just no. We don't need that tainting the world of the animus. We've already got enough trash in here. We don't need more. Either way,
actually telling the truth, there is a bit of trash in this list this season.
Well, honestly, most of it I don't really care much about, but there are a few wee things. Like, speaking of a few things I probably will watch at some point, we've got Day Live Season 3. It looks like it's normal Day Live, same sort of characters, adding a few more just to make it new and exciting. Honestly, I've only seen Season 1 so far. I've got Season 2 up on my shelf. Just haven't watched it yet. But I probably should, because I've already got like 3 figurines of Yoshino, as well as the body pillow of her, so... Do it for the meme, bruh. Also, I randomly got a boob, like one of those boob mouse pads of Yoshino as well, which is weird because she's flat-chested. And then my ex-girlfriend stole it from me. So, that's not mine no more. I don't really care. I've got enough stuff and it was really weird to, like, put your wrist on, so fuck it. I have no interest in it. I guess next up, unless you've got something to say about Stayed Alive?
Nope, I've got nothing to say because I don't watch it.
That's fair enough.
Although JC's stuff have done some good animes over the year.
They've also done some shit inconsistent stuff.
Yeah, we don't talk about the inconsistent stuff.
We do. Toradora. It's beautiful. But I'm pretty sure it's not like the same team, because it'll probably be different contractors.
Yeah.
We also have Dimension High School that looks... I don't actually have a look at this one before, because it looks like the Final Fantasy style of CG, if not... No, it's not even Final Fantasy, it's IRL. Oh god, it's both. Oh god. Looking at the PV, it starts off IRL, and then it turns CG. Like, virtual YouTuber level of CG. Next! No. It just seems to be, high school boys are transported to anime world while they are in, cram school, since they start school life in anime world and they start start life in the world they're transported to. As much as I can forgive CG, that looked horrible. As much as people might be like, no, give it a chance, it'll be okay. No. We'll put it down, put it out of its misery, and move along to Domestic na Kanojo, which I think is domestic girlfriend in English. This one looks pretty cool. Looks interesting based on the PVs I've seen. From what I got from reading this was that you got a main character has a crush on his teacher, but then he goes to a mixer, meets a girl, sleeps with her, okay, and then later on finds out that his father is getting remarried, and the daughters of the mother are both the teacher and the girl he slept with. Is it just me, or does this sound like a hentai?
That does sound a lot like a hentai.
It's Dio Media, so I'm pretty sure they've done good works in the past. Pretty sure. It's got a nice little animation style. It's probably going to be like your more slice of life based thing. I don't think it's going to be very lewd. Where are its genres? Romantic drama. Okay, where the hell is Dio Media? Dio. There you go. Best Girlfriend. Oh, okay. Okay, they also did, that show also did My Girlfriend is a Show Bitch. And Fuka. So they're no stranger to this sort of trash. I say trash, but I'm actually interested in watching this one. So I can't hate on it too much. It might be shit, but I've got my highest hopes on it. Feel free to add your thoughts, if anything.
I'm not too sure about this.
Not too sure?
No.
I'm hoping it's gonna be alright.
Yeah, hopefully.
Next is, Dororo. It's like close. The name just makes me think of Durarara. But the actual image that is used to like advertise it kind of makes me think of sort of a stranger. I'm assuming you haven't seen that.
No, I haven't.
The sort of a stranger one was kind of a... It was done really cool because it had... It was a Japanese film, but then it also had, like, the opposing faction, who were Chinese. And the actual voice actors for the Chinese characters were in Chinese. So it was like a good feature with that. But then also got completely fucked up with a guy who had a kid following him around, like, a guy that had a kid that started following him, and then the guy had to save the kid after he's, like, trying to be sacrificed to the Chinese people's greater god. I'm not sure if they're, like, meant to be Chinese themselves, but they were speaking in Chinese. Mandarin. But this one, Dororo, it takes, Dororo, I think, is the wee kid in that picture, and then you've got the other, like, the older guy, who, from what I remember, the premise was that you've got this king who makes a deal with 12 demons, and it was that they could each have a piece of his son if the king could have immortality. So when his son was born, the demons all took their piece. So the kid was born without eyes and legs and a nose and all that jazz. And then the kid was just cast away into the river. And then he was rescued by some old fella who gave him, not sure if he was old, but he was saved by some fella who gave him arms, taught him how to fight, or gave him his limbs back, and then taught him how to fight and survive and live, and now the guy's going off to kill all the demons to get his body parts back. Yeah.
Although there's something I need to ask about that.
Yep.
Which demon drew the short straw in all that?
And took his cock and bollocks? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
I mean, are you sure it's the short straw? They might have wanted that, human, Coco and Bollockes. I don't know, it looked... Honestly, this actually looks kinda cool, and I'm pretty sure the reason why it's 12 demons is so they've got, like, the whole episodic, demon an episode sort of thing.
Well, depending on how many episodes there are of this, because it hasn't been confirmed yet.
Yeah, no, episodes isn't still a mystery, but I'm going to assume it'll be 12. Assume. It could be 24 as well, and then they could, like, just write it out. You could, like, take out one here, take out 3 demons at once in, like, another episode. They had, like, 4 to set it up. I don't know. Next one. I do not know how to pronounce that. Doku. No, I'm not gonna try. It seems to be about a mysterious writer who is good at dealing with who isn't good at dealing with people. Chances on a stray cat feels inspired, strikes me, brings people. So I'm assuming it's just gonna be like a slice of life sort of show where a really awkward artist meets a stray cat, and the stray cat acts like a magnet of other people and brings along other people, and he's like, oh no, people, gross. But then they're like, oh man, what a cute cat. And he's like, oh, yes, that's my cat. For sure. Gee. I don't really see this being all that interesting. I might watch the first episode or 2 just to get a feel for it. Oh man, stomach was grumbling. I must want food. Coffee wasn't...
Even I heard that.
I didn't have any food. I've had coffee. I've given, like, the dog food, but I was just like, nah. I don't need food. I might make pancakes after this, actually.
God, I was just actually thinking about pancakes right now.
Haha. Now you want pancakes, but it is your dinner time. Well, it was your dinner time. Anyway, the manga artist, no, story writer guy, doesn't look all that interesting. Might watch an episode or 2, but I'll probably skip it. Next one. Erigeo no Decay. I don't know how to pronounce that. Daika? It seems not weird necessarily. When I was reading it, the premise was that you've got like these guys in school, and their entire the entire area of that town was teleported like 300 years in the future, and the main character and his 4 other friends are the only ones that can like help save the world, or like help save their town and send them back to their normal time, and they have to work together with the future police to save them. And also the main guy is the only one that can use a puppet. It's like a mech. It's pretty much a mech show. And it's all in CG. That's all it really is.
Yeah.
It's a CG mix. It doesn't look terrible, believe it or not. Like, if you've heard of a movie, I think it's something Paradise. Fuck, what is it? Oh god, this is going to annoy me now, and I can't even see it directly on my shelf. Okay, no. I don't know, it's not into like Paradise Isolated or something. But it's got better animation than that. So it should be alright. I've got high hopes. I'll watch a few episodes. If it's too trash, I will completely shut it down. Bring on the drop hammer. Do full on Sora on this shit. Does he still go by Sora, or is he like? Has he fully gone like?
I think he's gone with his other name now.
So he's just fully Gallagher Crusader?
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm used to calling him Sora X Nagisa. Fucking ship it as your name. Next one is the second season. I don't fucking know how to pronounce that. Do you want to give it a try? No, not that one. Sorry. I'm one ahead of myself. Next one is Endoro. Endoro. This one. Oh, boy. I'm assuming you can imagine I've got a bit to say about this.
Yeah, let's see. They all look like lollies.
It looks like absolute lolly trash, and it looks absolutely beautiful and amazing, and it looks like it has an autistic demon in it. I've seen like a random clip on Facebook where it was just like a really tiny demon trying to jump to be able to see over the top of a desk in the front of the class, and then she just gets really angry and just kicks the desk out of the way in the typical lolly angry fashion. It seems like the setting for the actual show is that you've got it's in a fantasy sort of setting where you've got like an ancient evil that's come back, and so the ancient good has come back to fight it, and then you've got an academy of people who are training to defeat the demon king. But this show is also the artist that did all the characters is the original creator for Yuru Yuri.
Oh boy.
So, absolutely nothing is going to happen in this show plot-wise. And it's just going to be slice of life with these characters who are like fantasy kids. It's going to be beautiful. I love it. This is going to probably be show of the season. You cannot... you cannot make me think otherwise. Even if it's shit, it'll still be best. Top tier quality. Best 10 of all time. Yep. Yep. And I hear that you are not disagreeing with that fact, so I guess we can move along.
Yeah, pretty much.
Next one was the one that I thought we were going to before. It's the second season of something. Feel free to pronounce it if you want to. I'm not going to try.
Fukigen Monarchian... I have no idea.
I know the last bit is Suzuki. Like the bike. Vun vun! Vun! I don't know anything about that. It's the second season.
All we know is there's a bloody cat girl in it.
There is?
Yeah, look towards the bottom of the pic.
The one where it's just like the guy with his hand on her head?
Yeah, do you not see the cat ears?
Yeah, I can see them. Moving along, we've got Girly Air Force. Girly Air Force. I actually can't remember what the fuck this was about. Let's have a look. Open it up. In the novel, story, mystery flyer, creatures unknown. Creatures. Okay, so my guess is that it's just girls who get into these Tron-like looking planes, and they're fighting. Is it some sort of alien?
If they're mysterious flying creatures, they could be either alien or just probably from some part of the world that no one's ever dared to look at.
Yeah, it looks like they're fighting other jets, but like of the same type of look. So again, Tron-looking fucking fighter jet airplane. Why do they look like that?
I don't know, but why did it look like the jets have been coloured using highlighters?
I didn't actually think of that. Oh god, now I'm not going to stop thinking of that. The story itself seems bland and uninteresting. The character design, or like the art style, it looks cute. Like I really do like the pastel look. But if the story itself doesn't really keep it up, I'm very quickly just going to ignore this show. Unless it's got good characters, then I'll probably watch it. But nah, otherwise, fuck it. Nah. Moving along, we have got Grimm's Note, the animation. This one, as far as I can tell, was about, it's a fantasy world again. And you've got these guys who are like the storytellers, and they kind of like write everyone's life stories in a book, and they kind of like live their lives like that. But then you got some evil storytellers who are like rewriting people's stories so that bad things would happen to them, and they'll get killed off. And you got like some you got some heroes who have blank books, and they have to like save everyone from these evil storytellers. I got nothing.
Neither do I, but to be honest, most stories do need a bit of chaos in them.
Well, otherwise you got like nothing to happen. Otherwise you need melodrama, and that is a hit or miss. Like if I can remember way back, one which is literally just melodrama, but in the end, absolutely nothing fucking happens. I'm thinking of Glass Lip, by the way. I love the studios, PA works, but the show itself was nothing happened. It was even worse than K-On! And I love K-On!, but nothing happens in that either. But no, from what I could see, the animation style itself, or like the actual art style, it didn't have much going for it either. It just looked like your generic run-of-the-mill filler show. And it's been done by Brainspace. So Brainspace, I know they're pretty good, but nah. Yeah. I'm not gonna pronounce all of the thing of the next one, but I do know that the English name is Love is War. I think. I'll double check that. Student council. This caused two of them to develop feelings for each other, but their pride will not allow them Confess because... Okay. Okay, there's something to do about them two people developing feelings for each other, but their pride getting in the way, and their battle will make the other confess. Oh, okay. So more or less, they have feelings for each other, but they're not wanting to confess, and so they just start making the other one try to confess. That doesn't seem right. My absolute lack of desire of wanting to read the whole thing is getting in the way. But no, it's done by A1 Pictures, and looking at this, I could swear to God that I recognized the main character. I was like, hey, I recognize this. I have no idea why. And then as soon as I was watching the PV, and it came up with Love is War, I was like, oh my God. This is being sold in my local Paper Plus. The manga itself is being sold in my local Paper Plus. I'm like, fuck, man. Ugh. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'll watch it. It looks kind of average. You'll know it'll be done well visually because A1 Pictures. But the story itself will be questionable. And I might pick up the manga if it's good, but nah. Yeah.
Well,
do you remember?
The next one's not gonna help us, is it?
It's the second season. Do you remember that gambling show that came out? It's a school where it's got an underground gambling scene.
Oh, I'm trying to remember what was that one called?
Kakaguri.
Oh yeah, that one.
Since it's right there. It's just the second season of that. So I'm assuming it's more or less the same stuff. I haven't watched it because I don't watch much anime on Netflix yet. I've honestly just been playing Minecraft and watching Yu-Gi-Oh! So as soon as I finish Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll probably... Can't fucking believe I'm up to the 5th season of Yu-Gi-Oh!
You hear that, people? He's fallen in love with Dan Green's voice.
Oh, it's beautiful. I'm Dan Green. It's so good. No, but yeah, I'll probably go through some of the stuff that's on there. I started watching Children of the Whales. Amazingly, Netflix actually does have a decent variety of anime. I just haven't gotten around to it.
I know when I eventually get Netflix, I do want to watch the Godzilla animes that have been coming out.
They have Godzilla animes on there?
Yeah, there's a whole trilogy of them.
I mean, I don't think I've seen them. I'm not sure if I'd actually have to look out for them because they might not be on the anime thing. It just might be animated, but it also might not be licensed to New Zealand either. We'll see.
Well, yeah, that might be true.
But yeah, the Kakigu. The thing we're talking about with gambling, it's just the second season. I'm assuming it's just the same lot of whatever the hell was going on with it.
Yeah.
And I'll eventually watch it. Unlike the one after it, which is the Kimono Friends, Season 2, with the CG anthropomorphic animals. Wait, does that have Piggy in it? Not Piggy, but... Remember the whole thing with that penguin who fell in love with that penguin girl?
I'm trying to remember now, actually.
No, I can't remember. It was like that whole thing where they put these animal girls around all the exhibits in a Japanese zoo, and then one of the penguins fell in love with this penguin girl, and he wouldn't leave its side. And it just became the love of the love story of the year. Like, the penguin found its own waifu. I'm not sure, but it looks like this is what it was from.
I think you might be right, because I swear that one right in the middle does look like it has penguin features.
The main 5 in the middle look like penguins.
Yeah,
The one
in the back looks more like a penguin though, with the little beak just between her eyes.
No, all 5 are penguins, I'm pretty sure. All those, like, dark looking ones. And the one particularly next to the, I'll probably actually have to put this, like, on screen, just to show what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, pretty much.
But the one right next to the main character with the M on its head, the one square on next to them looks like the character that they put in that exhibit.
Ah, right.
I've been told a lot of good things about the first season of the show, even though it's done in really bad CG. I personally won't watch it, but I'm sure a lot of people will jump at the chance.
Well, you never know, they might have improved on the CG this season.
Not touching it. Don't try to talk me into it. It's not gonna happen. Nope. Next one is Kimuri I don't know how to pronounce that. Kimuri Kusua? Science fiction thing with a... What is it? Science fiction action story follows girls who fight with weird entities, nickname Mushi bugs. The source is the world of Red Fog. Okay. So it's kind of like Terraformers, but on the real world where they're fighting bug monsters.
Maybe so.
It's even though it doesn't say it, my automatic thought was that people were just really small and they're fighting bugs. And this red fog has come along, shrink them down so they're the size of bugs, and they'll just like fight these bug creatures. I had no reason to believe that, but that's what my mind went to. I did look up the trailer to this because it's not or at least some footage of this because it's not linked on the actual anime chart thing. But it just looked like some really bad CG stuff, so I'm probably not going to touch this at all in any way, shape, or form. Personally. Where are we at now? The Koreano Katobiki Hibukta Hiko Tai? Butchering names, I should probably learn Japanese at some point. Been a goal for years, but I'm lazy as fuck. And so I'm not doing that yet.
In other words, we should really get someone who likes anime and knows how to speak fluent Japanese.
Well, we had Sora at some point, but he's doing his own thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk to us no more. He's too good for us.
No, he just likes to do Twitch stuff now.
Yeah, he does. I don't play video games in front of people. Get stage fright and shit. But this one, it seems to be just like a was this one the post-apocalyptic one? Yeah, it's a post-apocalyptic series. We've got, some girls who are, bodyguards for hire in, a world where they, have fighter planes and all that jazz, and they're just struggling to survive. It looks alright. I might check it out. There's nothing really going for it, and the actual character designs look kind of meh. And and I don't really think there's anyone really amazing on the team. It has the same director as Girls on Panzer, but
Alright.
and Squid Girl, it seems. But I haven't seen either of them yet, so. It might be alright, might not. Oh, same director as another as well. Look at that. So it might be alright. I don't really have much to say about it. And it looks like the planes... Are the planes CG? Yeah, planes are CG.
See, from this picture, it doesn't look CG. It looks like it's hand-painted.
Nah, I was looking at the PV.
Oh, the PV, then fair enough then.
It could be alright. If you're into, like, plane combat, you probably would enjoy it. But I have no interest in this show. Well, not really. I might have a look, as I said before. Next one is Maho Shoujo Tokushu Sen Asuka. When I had a look at the trailer, it kind of made me think of was it Strike Witch? Not Strike Witches. It was another weird ass show, which is like really dark and magical girls.
I don't know why, but one of them looks like Card Captor Sakura.
Are you talking about the one with the pink on them?
Yeah.
She looks more like a nurse, if you ask me.
True, but it does also remind me of that show as well.
I guess. Actually, now that I think of it, it makes me think of Compa from Hyperdimension Neptunia. Like, not any of the visuals, it's just the fact that it's a fighting nurse. Just because it looks like she's got, like, the whole cross on the top of her, like, head bit.
Yeah.
But no, it looks like it's... it just looks like it's going to be one of those, like, really edgy sort of magical girl shows that kind of started since Madoka was a thing.
Yeah.
I've got a friend who absolutely hates this sort of premise, where it's like, magical girls! Dark magical girls! No, they've ruined the magical girl franchise! They're meant to be happy and shit. I want to completely skip over the other one, because it looks really crudely drawn. And
yeah.
it's a little cat boy, so no. I have nothing to say about this next one, the Miji Tokyo Renka. It looks like a male harem sort of thing. So, not based towards me, in any way, shape or form. We've got Mob Psycho 102, which I'm sure most people will be absolutely fucking thrilled about. So,
I don't even know what that's even about.
Neither. I didn't touch it, cause it was, I know, Mob Psycho was done by the same one that did One Punch Man.
Ah, right, yeah.
And...
which season of One Punch Man? The studio that did season 1 or the studio that did season 2?
No, the mangaka is the same one that did One Punch Man.
Oh, right.
So, like, you can tell by the style. Like, purely based on the style. So I'm just like, no, I will take my chances of not watching that. Yeah, sorry. We've got... Next is Pastel Memories, which... It seems really dumb, because it's based in, like... It doesn't even give us a time, it says, like, a little bit in the future in 20XX.
Oh my god, it's set in the Mega Man universe.
Fuck's sake.
Well, when you have a number with the XX at the bottom, you know you're gonna have to make a Mega Man reference at some point.
Question, once we get past, like, the 20XX, and we get into the, 20,000, what would it be, like, 20,000 XXX? Is that, like, is that the lewd years?
No, I don't know, but I think that's... to be honest, I don't know.
It makes me think of that Ninja Sex Party song, where it's, the sexiest year ever, 6969.
Damn it.
69, 69. And then ironically, it's just like the year 6969 is a time when sex has been completely outlawed. Anyway, the actual story is based on in year 20XX, Akihabara, which was once called the Otaku Holy Land, is now declining after otaku culture itself has declined. Players take on the role of manager. Wait, what? Players take on the role of manager, one of the few remaining otaku shops, who employs helpers to raise various talented otaku girls. And together players and the girls battle viruses that are infecting the world of various... Wait, the world of various works? And I can't... And from after that, because it's... Oh, hey, now it's letting me scroll down. Girls together, various viruses, various works, while also retrieving other people's lost memories. Why are viruses taking people's memories?
Hello, Mega Man Universe, it's the Sigma virus.
Saying that, you're actually starting to make me think this could be based on Mega Man. And I don't like it. It also sounds like it's based on a phone game.
Well, to be honest, we did have a Mega Man anime a few years ago, remember?
That's a long time ago. It wasn't that long ago, was it?
I'm trying to think, early to mid-2000s, I recall.
Okay, that was a while ago. If it's more than like 10 years ago, it was a while ago. And honestly, I don't give a fuck about this show. Most things that are based on phone games, which this looks like, are genuinely trash. So I have no care. It's gonna be shit. I'm not gonna touch it. We also have a second season of Piano no Marai. Or Morai. I had a look at the first season because it looked somewhat interesting. Just because I have a soft spot for piano music. And it was just about like a guy who was brought up, well, he was like the son of a prostitute, and a guy who was brought up in a really wealthy family. They're like both kind of, their lives are intertwined, I guess. And they bond through their love for piano. It's probably just it's probably just based around the music of the show. So if you like piano, I guess you should watch this. Might be nice. Could be good. Thoughts?
Not sure. I might just watch this.
I mean, if you'll probably have to go back and watch the first season.
Yeah, but it might be worth watching still.
Next, we've got a show called Revisions. Which, what the fuck is this about? Let's have a look. Wait a second. I was wrong about one earlier on.
Oh my.
Where is it? Okay. Let's open that one up. Okay, I was completely wrong about one earlier on. So before, the Ego no Diaka, because I didn't read it, because I didn't read it at the time, I just looked at it and I'm man, that's the one from before. That one is about it actually kind of makes me think of what was it? What was it? It was another one. It was another mech show with the Slain. It was like with Slain and some other guy. It was with mechs, with people from Mars and a princess. It got like a meme where it's like all aboard the Slain pain train, because like just everything bad happened to Slain, who just wanted like the princess to be okay. But no, the Egao no Deika, I fucking can't pronounce that. It's on a planet far from Earth. There is a kingdom full of smiling faces. Princess Yuki is 12 years old and about to enter sensitive age of a person's life. Every day she cries, laughs, and sometimes her heart throbs with excitement, all the while she lives merrily in her royal palace. Filling her days with color are her loyal vassals, the tutor, not going to pronounce that name, who assists her with political affairs, the leader of the chivalry thing, and her childhood friend. Okay. This just makes me think of... That's what it was! Elder Noah Zero! Okay, this just makes me think of Elder Noah Zero.
Oh, at least you finally get to it in the end.
Fuck you. It took me a while to get it, but no. So yeah, I probably won't edit it so that this goes before the thing. I'll just roll with it, but yeah. This was the one from before. I was wrong with the earlier one, but the one now, revisions, is the one with the guy who, or the area of town, which, man, my mind is pulling a blank. Just with the fuck up. Yeah, this is the one where the bit of town was taken to 300 years in the future, and then they need help with the doll mecha bullshit stuff, with the CG and whatnot. Yes. Oh man, completely fucked that one up. And now I gotta find my space again. So my mind is still set on that one. Might watch a few episodes. If it's shit, I won't watch it anymore, but it could be alright. I'm gonna completely skim over the Rinshi Ikoda-chan, because it looks awful. The PV looks gross. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It looked fucking gross. No. We've got Star Twinkle Precure.
I think you skipped one.
No. I told you I'm not gonna do that one. The Rinshine.
Yeah. Damn.
As I said, it looks gross. Look at that art. It's not even on Pop Team Epic levels of gross.
No, but it does make me want to say one thing, though.
No. What?
Free the nipple!
It looks gross. This, like, looking at the PV, it does seem like the main character is naked in quite a few random scenes, but it's not like good naked drawing, it's like, what, a 10-year-old trying to draw a naked lady? I'd rather not.
Yeah, fair enough then.
It's just, Anyway, back to Star Twinkle Precure. Star Twinkle Precure. It looks like it's going to be on Netflix. I'm pretty sure this is on Netflix. I'm pretty sure Sora would love this, because he has been going through the Precure series for a while.
Probably so.
I will have no intention of watching it, because it looks too colourful. And, like, too solidly colourful.
And from looking at this pic on the chart, it does look very colourful indeed.
So I have no interest in the Precure series. I considered it once after Sora trying to talk me into it, but I most likely just wouldn't care. Next one is about... Do you know the isekai genre?
Not really.
To my knowledge, isekai genre is just where you've got a whole like a guy that goes into some fantasy world and he faces like it's kind of like Re:Zero, or kind of, I guess, Sword Art Online. It's where like a guy from like normal time is transported to a fantasy world, and then they have to like do their fantasy world stuff, but they're originally from the real world. This one just follows a random otaku dude who is transported to this world as like one of the legendary saviors of the world, but he's the weakest one who only has a shield, can only fight with a shield. And he gets like double cross betrayed, and then he's like at rock bottom, and then a cute little fox girl, I think she is, comes along. She's like, "I'll help you," and now he has to like become a legendary hero as a shield warrior. It could be okay. I don't know. It looks kind of meh. But I have seen like a few things about it on Facebook. And there's also like a meme where he's just like, "How can I fight with a shield?" And then the girl from Fate Granddaughter, the one with the shield's just like, "I don't know, how can you fight with a shield?" And I'm pretty sure she's like pretty badass with what she does. So, could be alright. I might put off watching it for a while, but we'll see. I assume you don't really have much to say about it?
Not really.
Okay. The next one is Virtual San wa Mitaru. Mitiru? Anime featuring virtual VTubers.
Oh god, it's YouTube the anime.
It actually is. Except I don't see Kiznai in there. And I'm curious as to why not. Like, I'm pretty sure if she does appear in this show, we'll hear about it everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
But unless that happens, I have absolutely no interest in watching this, because it looks like absolute trash. Like, if it's done by wait, who's it done by? Lied. What the fuck have they done?
No idea.
Okay, nothing. This is their only stuff.
Yeah.
So, if it's like just done by like some YouTubers who've like managed to get this into this, or it's like some group that's collaborating a bunch of YouTubers to do this project, it could be kind of cool as like a low grade sort of like, you know how like Ruby was always considered as like a really low grade anime, or like a really low budget good thing, or really bad budget sort of. Yeah. It's either good trash or really shit high production. This looks like it could just be like a really high grade sort of low production sort of thing. And it's probably more just fan service for the people that do follow these VTubers. But I don't follow any of these guys, so I don't really give two fucks. Down to our last three. This has taken way too long. We're up to the hour mark right now.
Yeah, I know. At least this one has an easier name.
Wiz.
Don't mind me, I'm just going for a whiz.
Oh, fucking damn it. It looks like it's done in the same universe as Handshakers, and the art style is the exact fucking same. I watched like the first episode of Handshakers, I think, and I think it was kind of meh. Like, people just didn't give a fuck about it. So I don't expect very much about it. The series seems to center around like a 14-year-old DJ. This name is, yeah, it's DJ fella, and he sees something, he gets real scared, and he can't do things by himself. That's like the most shitty overview of... It's like, explain this anime but really badly. Done. No, I won't really watch this in any way, and they've tainted the W. That belonged to Dimension W. Now it's Dimension W's. Dimension Wiz. I won't watch it. I assume you won't watch it.
I probably don't.
But it's a thing that's airing this season. Next one is Watashi ni Tenshi wa Mayorita? It's originally a 4-panel manga story centered on some character, a shy college student, and otaku. Miyako, younger sister. Hinata, who is 5th grade, has a classmate friend named Hana. When they meet, Miyoka falls for Hana at first sight.
It's going to be hijinks all the way.
I'm assuming it's less of like a falls for her romantically, like that other show that aired a couple of seasons ago. And it's more just, she finds her so fucking adorable that she just becomes infatuated with her and just wants to, like, see her in cute poses and take pictures of her and just, like, fangirl over how cute she is. That's my theory.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, based on some of the screenshots I've seen, because the little sister seems to just completely rip out her her older sister unintentionally. Like, she'll just, like, make an off comment talking about how, like, antisocial her sister is, and it would just be it would just be, like, the worst thing to say. If I can find it, I might put something on screen, just some of the screenshots with it. But it's great. I love it.
It also sounds like it could make a bloody funny film as well.
I mean, it's a general 4-panel comic sort of thing, so it'll just be constant puns. So it might kind of be like the way they did Nichijou, if you know how that worked.
I think so. Yeah.
It's just like, it's no real consistent story. It's just like, it'll just be like a wee short bit here and a short bit there, and just constantly just short wee jokes constantly to fill an episode.
Yeah.
Oh boy, last bit. This one I actually do have past experience with. Well, not quite past experience. I found out this show was coming out, so I read the first volume of the manga, because I have the 6 volumes of it up on my shelf that I just haven't read. So the English translation to this is The Promised Neverland. And I never read through this bit, but, and I'm not sure if this will be spoilers in any way, shape, or form, but, I've got Emma, Ray, and Norman, who, they're just 3 of the oldest kids at this child orphanage, with like 30 odd children, and they're like living their own daily life, and they occasionally have kids that like come in and kids that get adopted out. But then one day, one of the youngest kids, like one of the 6-year-olds, they get adopted, in quotation marks, but she forgets her little bunny, and so Emma and Norman decide to like go and give it back to her, and they go to the gate where they're not allowed, and they find out that the kid had been killed and abducted by these demon-looking things. And that's where they find out that the entire orphanage is just a human meat farm. And now they're working on escaping with everyone, without like the mother who is working for the aliens to make sure she doesn't notice that they're planning an escape while she's like constantly observing them. And this shit is brutal. It's like you just see like a mangled little 6-year-old's body just lying in the back of a truck with like a flower sticking out of it. If you like child abuse, this is the show for you. What do you think?
I'm thinking, what the fuck?
It's great. I love it. I was told ages ago by the guy at my local Paper Plus that the show was just... It looks like nice and cute, but then as soon as the first like the first turn happens, you're just like, the actual fuck is going on? What am I reading? Why is this a thing? But no, I'm looking forward to watching this. I'm gonna have to try to at least read the 6 volumes I have before I start watching this, or at least read it.
Yeah, that would help.
I will at least like watch like a couple chapters, or like a volume, then maybe watch an episode, then read a volume and then an episode. Read an episode, watch an episode. But yeah, this one is probably one of the ones I'm most excited for. Then we won't worry about all the leftovers. Except for Pingu in the City too. Can't forget about Pingu in the City.
I still can't believe that's even going on after so many years.
Why is it on the anime chart? Why?
I don't know.
Why
is Pingu still alive even at all? That thing hasn't been shown over here since like the late 90s.
Because Pingu was great and amazing, they had to revamp it. And then your SAO, which I'm probably going to look at, and there's a slime... I said I wasn't going to look at these. No. So that's
But then again, what? It's also saying the final season of Fairy Tail.
I need to watch that.
How long was that?
Well, I need to watch Fairy Tail at some point.
How long has that been going on for?
A long time. It's got a good couple hundred episodes, so...
It does, I'll admit that.
But yeah, this has been the lineup of the winter season of 2019. It's weird to say winter, because we're in the middle of fucking summer over here. But yeah, any final thoughts to this, my Sir MechaDom?
I don't know. There is a couple on there I may watch.
Give us some fill-in. What if you had to watch 3 of these? What would you say they'd be?
Okay.
3 or 4 or 5?
Well, personally, I would probably watch. Let's see. I would probably watch. I would watch the piano one, obviously, just in case.
Get some good music.
Yeah. And, of course, the Promise of Neverland, because it does sound quite good, even though it is dark as fuck.
Good man, join me in my mentally fucked up shit.
And just to annoy you, the Rinshi Hakoda-chan.
Wait, what one? The really bad looking trash one?
Yeah.
Oh, you are a bad person, sir.
I said it just to annoy you, that's it.
Okay, for me, obviously the Promised Neverland, I will put in the Enduro one, Dororo, because that one looks cool, and it also looks kind of dark, because, I mean, he's a cripple. He makes me think of my daddy. Genuinely, he makes me think of my dad, since he also is missing a leg. Domestic Girlfriend, probably. And also that, the Boogie Pop wa Wanai. Just cause it looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that has been this thing. It was absolutely horrible. This is my first time back recording in a year. And I'm hoping that I'll at least I'm hoping to at least make more than 5 videos this year, so that's my benchmark. It would be better than last year. So yeah, here's hoping. I am back to doing shit videos. Let's hope I can get more than 10 viewers on this video. I guess hit that like button if you hated it, and if you liked it. And this has been me. Last thoughts? Yes, done, good, okay. Goodbye for now.
Yes, bye.
Fucking hate outros.